a world that tells us we are never enough, in a world that puts us in boxes and in labels, it's time to own who we are. It's time to be authentic. And when we live on purpose, guess what happens? The lights from inside come on and we become the change the world is waiting for. When the lights turn on, I am in charge of my own life. I am in control of my destiny, and I am co-creating a new world for myself to suit who I am, to be authentic, to be empowered, and not shy away from all of myself. And that is why Sexy Brilliant happened.
Now, one of the questions which I would ask you, like our current generation is going to lack social skill given the pandemic, and it's going to be something which will become more of a lifestyle. Like we had heard only remote working, but now remote relationship. Long distance relationship were earlier a kind of a myth, but they are now a reality. You cannot meet anyone, it's only the digital connection. And also, like you mentioned, especially we have seen, like in my case also the same thing happened. I was having a lot of anxiety. I really appreciate you took the courage to walk out, but not many people have the courage. So what advice would you give to our audience who is watching us? What signs to look out and what signs to ignore? Like you mentioned, typical घर घर की कहानी, काम कैसे करोगे, क्या होगा, क्या कहेंगे लोग, सबसे बड़ा रोग. So what ideas and suggestions would you encourage our viewers and our listeners to think around?
So, one of the factors that helped me was to understand who am I? Like, what do I need? Do I know? We all know our good side, right? We know our happy side. We know our bubbly personality. We know the person who likes to wear a hair flower. What about, I have anger issues. I have anxiety issues. I have jealousy issues. I have envy issues. Whatever it is, you need to have a relationship with your darkness. Because when you have a relationship with your darkness, you can learn how to manage your ego. You can learn how to accept yourself. And I'm talking about radical self-acceptance, right? Radical self-acceptance. Because when we have radical self-acceptance, we make space for ourselves to be heard, to be accepting of our emotions, our gifts, our darkness, all parts of ourselves. And guess what happens, Aditya, when that happens? Our intuition gets heightened. So our inner voice, because we have a loving relationship with all parts of ourselves, our inner voice starts talking to us. It will start giving you messages. It will start giving you, information. Literally, information is downloaded that you have access to. And that is what is a way of finding out who are you, what is your purpose, can you use your gifts to make a difference in your life, but also make a difference in other people's life so that you can have a purpose in life, right? Yes, maybe for some of us, it's just the 9 to 5 job, and that's perfect as well. Maybe for some of us, it's to be a housewife. That's perfect as well. There's no ambition that is too little or too much, right? So we have to kind of understand, am I connected to myself, or am I always running away to the next high? Whether that is through shopping, whether that is through sex, whether that is through partying every Saturday night, or whether that is even to work. So we have to stop running away from our own emotions, because that is where our inner superpower lies.
That's very powerful. And a follow-up question is, how should people deal with trolls and haters? Like you are a PhD in dealing with trolls and haters. So what is your mantra?
I love that question, Aditya. you know, so I run Sexy Brilliant non-profit foundation. As a person, I'm fat. I happen to write a book called Too Fat, Too Loud, Too Ambitious. And I get trolled a lot. Aditya knows this. That's why he's smiling. That's why I'm smiling as well. And what I've realized is over the years, of doing Sexy Brilliant work and showing up as myself, i.e., showing up in all my authenticity, I have started to have a loving relationship with my trolls. So And by that, I mean, nothing scares them than somebody giving them love, right? Because as somebody who's a troll is hungry, they're insecure, that they have no value, they don't even know themselves, they're lost. They're little like lost little boys who don't know what to do, and they're just looking for the next victim. So, when we have the shift and we, instead of giving them our power, we give them our love. So, when we give them love, guess what happens? They have nothing else to do to us. They cannot destroy you, they cannot hurt you. And also, your own energy changes where you're not angry at them, but you kind of like, you exist, but you really don't matter to me. So, have this loving relationship with the trolls, but also with everything around you, because love is our true home.
And that is what I really appreciate, because I have literally seen on your IGTV the kind of way people are trolling you and the way you are embracing them. And after a certain time, they are becoming your big fan. They're they're like, what is happening? Why is she being so kind and sweet to us despite us being so rude to her? And
Yeah.
that was something which I really wanted you to convey, and that's really sexy and brilliant way of accepting. I really acknowledge that.
Oh,
So
thank you so much. It's also, I'm learning every day, right? Like you are the and everybody here, nobody trains us how to talk to trolls, right? Nobody teaches us about self-love. So we have to be our own teacher. We have to be our own guru so that we can empower ourselves and live in all of our brilliance and our brightness.